Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and this is our beginner series for 2024. In the last episode, we tried to figure out where Artemis was. We got his map, we translated it, but it didn't make any sense. And then when we talked to Artemis, he actually, something happened. We lost communication, but we also had we heard contact of Apollo. And so we don't know what Apollo is, and we need to go check out Apollo. So let's go find out what Apollo is. And then maybe we'll do some... I know I talked about it in the last episode. We need to do some Atlas terminals. So let's do that as well. But first, let's make contact with Apollo and see what the heck is going on here. Now, I know I keep saying this over and over, but there are benefits to doing this storyline. And make sure, if you want to do the storyline, make sure you always have it highlighted. So keep that thing highlighted. If you switch it out to like exploration, it'll remove all of your objectives. Look, my objective is gone. But if I go back to my objective, my ghost in the machine, it'll mark the objective for you. So if you don't see an objective marker or you don't know where you're supposed to go, make sure to go into your pause menu. In your log, it'll actually have all the current missions you're on, and you can select the one that you want to go with. Right now we're doing the Ghost in the Machine, the Apollo mission, or the Artemis / now we're talking to Apollo. See what the heck is going on here. So, as we're coming in, I bet you it's going to be that building over there. I'll do a scan every time I come into an atmosphere, because they like to use what they call the target sweeper, and it's just the most irritating thing. I really hope they give us an option to turn it off. But they'll mark the general area, and then when you land, they want you to walk around and find it. If you scan before you land, most of the time, not always, but most of the time, it'll mark a building, and you can kind of, get an idea of, okay, this is the only building in the area, so it must be this building that I need to go to, right? So let's go up here and talk to Apollo, or try to talk to Apollo. Let's see what the heck is going on here. Up here. Let's see. Hollow Terminus activated. Multiple signal sources available. The tower hosts a powerful transmitter designed to facilitate holographic communications across long distances. Let's tune into Apollo. Oh, and that is Apollo. Look at these, some long arms. Holy cow, look at those arms. They go almost out of the ground, dude. That's insane. The transmission is silent. The stranger just stares at me. Hello, Apollo. I greet Apollo. Identify yourself or I end this call. Well, he seems like a nice person. I'm a friend of Artemis, man. No, you're not. Okay, why do you think that? Why do you use that word at all, friend? It is just a label, a pretense to make you feel better about being alone. Why are you contacting me anyway? Is Artemis behind this? I haven't changed my mind. I don't care about their weird dreams. I'll meet them if I'm paid to meet. Even this conversation is a waste of valuable time. Well, Artemis is in trouble, dude. Just chill out, God. I tell Apollo that Artemis is in trouble, that they attempted to use a portal and became stranded on some distant and uncharted world, disappearing from the network. Apollo's demeanor changes. They appear uncomfortable at the news. Send me your data logs. Let me see this for myself. All right, let me upload my data log. Apollo studies the log, pausing and replaying the various segments of static and distortions. They turn to me with a glow of excitement. These noises, they sound just like the echoes of Sentinel events. You've seen them before, of course. Drones that appear from nowhere if you interfere with their precious planets. But this data, it is distorted, inverted. There's a lot to gain if we figure out how the Sentinels appear so quickly. And these portals, perhaps they're the key. Okay, maybe we should take care of Artemis first there, buddy. I'm suggesting that life is worth more than money. Yes, probably. But if we can figure this out, we can also save Artemis, too. Don't fret. All right. I guess. What do you say? Do you want to work together on this? Be partners? Yeah, we're going to accept it. If you're going to work with me, we need to expand your base of operations. I'll send you the contact, a contact of mine. They'll supply you with what you need. Just remember to be polite. Okay. As the hologram recedes, Apollo's head turns to the side ever so slightly, as if sighing, saddened. Or perhaps it was nothing, just a ghost in the machine. I like how they're using the actual like mission objective, the name of the mission, as the wording of it. It's beautiful. All right, so we had an animal here. This looks like an anomaly planet. So if you want to check and see if it's an anomaly planet, if you press pause, go into your Discovery tab, and you'll notice, this planet only has one animal on it. That means it's an anomaly planet, and it has an exotic animal on it. There was one before, now it's called extinct. So, if you ever see any animal in your Discovery tab that says extinct, that is from before the Beyond update. So there was an update that changed some planets around and also changed the animals. But there was no way to like get rid of it, right? So some people were already charting these planets. So instead of getting rid of the animals, they just make them extinct. So they never show up. You're never going to find the animal, but the record is still there. That way you know, oh, there was an animal here, and now it's extinct. It's gone. It's from a previous version of No Man's Sky. It's pretty cool. I like that. And it's really rare. It doesn't happen on all the planets, but it's basically the procedural generation. They changed it a little bit, and that meant some of these animals were going to disappear because they don't have the parts anymore to make that animal, so it's gone. So, there we go. Rename and re-upload. Okay. Can I do it? I don't think I can. I guess I did. Alrighty, so we did do that. So now, we need to expand our base. We need to locate the specialist that Apollo's hooking us up with. But before we do that, let's see if we can find an Atlas seed. Or an Atlas station. I keep calling it an Atlas seed. An Atlas station. Let's start the Atlas station missions. So if you go into your menu, we've talked to Nada on the Space Anomaly about the Atlas stations. So if we look on the top of the screen, you can press left and right on your D-pad and it'll change your missions. You start out with current mission. That's whatever mission you have selected in your log. But you can also change it to Galactic Core. So if you want to go to the center of the galaxy, you can. Or Free Explore, so you can go anywhere you want. Black Hole is another option, so it'll go to the nearest black hole to you. Or the Atlas Station. That's what we're looking for. So let's head over here to the Atlas Station. It looks like we're going to have to do a double jump because our warp drive is not upgraded enough to do it in one jump. You can get a lot of upgrades and it'll make your hyperdrive, it'll basically make your ship be able to travel farther between jumps. So there you go. So let's come over here. And so we're here. Now if you want to, we can look around a little bit. No one's ever been to this system. This is the first time we've been here. So now I can mark all these. I can land on these planets and I can explore them and basically identify them and discover everything on them if I wanted to. What I generally do is I'll look around on the different planets and see what is here. So we have a cold one. And it looks like we just have a... what is this one? This is a Hyborian. That's another cold planet. Now, sometimes there'll be like little moons hidden behind planets. You'll never know because you can't see it. But if you go into first-person mode, you actually have a radar on in your ship, and it'll mark different locations. So there's nothing behind that. And if I look over here, oh look we missed it. There's actually a planet down here. There it is. See, I would never have seen that, but I used my radar. I can see that there's 3 planets in this system according to my radar. So let's see what this planet is. That is a caustic. It's a fungus planet. I don't want to deal with that. The other thing you can do every time you go to a different system, go check at the space station because they're going to have different upgrades for your ship. And oh, you know what? We have some nanites. Let's go in here and see what upgrades they have. We've never been here, so we don't know what upgrades they have. The other benefit is once you plant your feet on a location, like on a space station, for instance, You can teleport to it, but you can only go there if you've placed your feet, if you've walked around on a space station. Keep that in mind. If I just warp into a system, I look around and I don't like it and I leave, I'll never be able to teleport back here because I didn't put my feet in the space station. That's the important part. So let's see. Oh yeah, let's go over here on the right-hand side. They should have some cool upgrades. I mean, they should, but you never know. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they have like cheesy, terrible ones. Let's go for our ship upgrades. Purchase the upgrade module. So again, you can get C class, but I wouldn't recommend it. Save up and get an S class. We can get a positron module. That's positron ejector upgrade. A phase beam upgrade. We don't want any of those. And I mean, we could get a pulse engine upgrade or a positron or a hyperdrive module, a B level if we wanted to. So nothing there. Let's look at the multi-tool. Let's see, is it a good one? It is a, oh, it's a B level. That's pretty good. It has a hyper or a supercharged slot. We haven't talked about supercharged slots. So your normal inventory slot just has, you know, you can put your upgrades in there. But if you see a highlighted slot like this, that is a supercharged slot. And if you put anything in there, it will actually increase the stats on it. I believe it's in general about 25% increase. So depending on the upgrade, it'll go up about 25%. I'm not exact on that figure. It's not like double or triple. It's just a percentage increase on your upgrade, whatever that happens to be. So I don't think I have any supercharged slots. No, we don't. Oh my god, I haven't made my advanced mining laser. Oh, we need wiring loom. So let's, oh wait, we have a wiring loom. What? Well, let's install the advanced mining beam. So now we can get more advanced materials, of course. We also have the multi-tool upgrade station. Let's see. Do I have enough to upgrade anything? Probably not. Yeah. I need 130,000 to purchase a new inventory slot for my multi-tool. I'm not doing that. That's too expensive. Holy cow. Let's see if there's anything in here we can use. So, sea levels. We got a S-class pulse spitter. So if we were using that weapon, we could have an upgrade for it, but eh. And everything else is like sea levels, SA, nothing ranger. So there's not really good upgrades here. It kind of makes me sad. Let's expand our exosuit, our backpack upgrades in here. So, or a backpack inventory, I should say. Let's put it down there. You guys know I have to make it all squared off. It has to be all smooth. There we go. So let's check what the upgrades for our exosuit are. And life support module, yes. Radiation. We might get our life support module. That's pretty good. A thermal protection and a movement. So a jetpack upgrade. We'll get a jetpack upgrade for sure. And the life support. That way we can keep our basically our health bar pretty high. So let's install these. Jetpack. Life support. And remember, you want to put it in the last episode, I believe I went over this, but you want to put the similar upgrades next to each other. So a jetpack upgrade you want to put next to your jetpack. Life support you want to put next to your life support. That way it gives it a little bit of a boost. So I think we're all good here. So let's keep going. We got to jump to the next system in order to get to the Atlas station. So let's go. Right over here. And then we're gonna see an Atlas station for the first time. These are pretty awesome. So when you see a trailer for No Man's Sky, you kind of get a hint of these things. So there we are. There's our first Atlas station. And they have cool music when you go in the first time. So I'm gonna pump up the volume here so you can hear it. And let's get in here and go to the Atlas interface. So when you get out, the first thing you'll notice is that there's glowing orbs all over the place. So if you go over here, there's a glowing orb here. Each one of these orbs has a chance to teach you a word. There you go. So I just learned the Atlas word for Atlas. The milestone for learning words. There you go. Yep, learning words. And so they're all over the place. So if you want to, run around. Now, it's not a guarantee they will teach you a word. I believe it's like a 25% chance that they'll teach you a word. Like that one didn't teach me anything. So it's a good chance, and you'll probably learn a lot of words here, but it's not going to be every single one. See, like that one didn't do it? But you can run all over the place and have a chance of learning a whole bunch of stuff. So in general, especially early on, I would highly suggest running around whenever you go to an Atlas station and kind of getting all these words triggered. That way you can kind of learn. Like, man, oh man, my bad luck. Holy cow, I've just got one. Just one word out of all that so far? Good lord. That's all right. Hopefully we'll get another one. Come on. Give me another one. Nothing up here. Okay, I'm just trying to go around and... Nothing. Oh my god. Nothing, man. And yeah, every once in a while you'll go through and you don't learn anything. Holy cow, we got nothing. Well, that's sad. Oh well. Get my walking milestone. Yep, ambulatory. Okay. Now the other thing to keep your eyes peeled for is, look at, there's distortions right next to the Atlas. That is the Atlas. That is the Crimson Liar, as Nada would call him. The other thing to keep in mind, though, is these little orbs right here, they will give you fuel for your hyperdrive. You'll get warp cells. There you go. So, if you see them, they're not on every station. Some stations don't have them. But if you do see them, that's free fuel. That's pretty good. All right, let's talk to the interface. I don't know how to speak any of the language of the Atlas. Uh-oh. Traveler, that's the only thing I heard. The Atlas called me to this interface, and yet its purpose remains unclear. It demands worship. It demands obedience. It welcomes me. It knows what I am, and it offers the gift of true understanding. But why? Why does such power and knowledge crave submission? It knows my thoughts before I know them myself. It knows what I will do. The Atlas asks me to follow its path. So this is where you can accept it and follow the path, and you'll learn part of the background of No Man's Sky through all of this. So, but the thing is, the limitation is you need to make sure your milestones, all the like selling things, you know, walking around, learning words, you need to make sure your milestones are high enough or else it will not accept you. So we're good. We're acceptable right now. So as we progress, though, you're going to have to get higher and higher levels in your milestones. I will accept this. The sky is deep and full of wonders, and the path to enlightenment opens to me. And I learned how to make a captured nanode. The Atlas seed containing zonality shifted quasi-stellar substrate. Warning, do not allow Matrix to communicate or commune with this dimensional space. So now we know how to make an Atlas seed. That is one of the Atlas seeds. So if we go in here, we can't make it yet because we need chromatic metal. So we need to get some chromatic metal going. And thankfully we have a whole bunch of copper, so we can do that. But we can't progress until we've made that seed, that first seed for the Atlas. So we've gone to this. This is a brand new system. Let's check around and see what planets are here. But also, let's see what's at the space station. Maybe they have some good upgrades. It's a pretty brown planet. It looks really bad. That is a bleak planet. So it's a hot planet. It has cactus flesh. So it's like a desert planet. Great. Oh, look at that one. That one looks pretty good. It looks like a cold planet from here. That is a sub-zero planet. And then we have another cold one. It's blue, so it's usually cold. Icy planet. Oh, and we have another one. Is it behind the Atlas? It's behind the Atlas. We have another planet, a ringed planet over on this side. It is a fiery dread world. Okay, we don't want to go there. Good lord. Fiery dread world. So if there's something hidden behind the Atlas like that, you can kind of pulse and get around it. And a Radeon planet. Ooh, it has high sentinel activity though. So a Radeon planet means it has a pretty good weather, pretty good vegetation, but this one in particular has high sentinel activity, which means if I land on that planet, the sentinels might be coming after me. So you don't want to mess with that. I'm going to head over to the space station. So all the stats on the planets, you know, you want to check them out before you land generally. Every once in a while, I just go. Oh my God, well, I just want to land somewhere. But that, it really does give you a heads up on what to expect when you land on the planet. Some of them will be like volcano planets or water planets or whatever. A fungus planet. That way you know, okay, when I land there, I better have like a toxic protection against the fungus or else I'll get sick constantly. We can put some of this away. Like, we don't need the launch fuel in our backpack. We need to put it in our ship. Same thing with the warp cells. Put that in our ship. So let's see what kind of upgrades they have here. Let's check with the Starship technology upgrade guy. And hyperdrive. Oh, he has a hyperdrive module. We need that. And he has launch thrusters and photon. Oh my God, he has all the upgrades we need. So we need to get some more nanites. We only have 299, but it costs 600, over 600 for each one of these upgrades. So the other thing you could do is go into your pause menu. In your discovery tab, everything you upload gives you a little bit of nanites. So if I wanted to go back to a planet that I scanned before, add this, upload that. Oh, really? Well, let me. Okay, fine. Whatever. Let's upgrade or upload this one. I have to do the same one. Dang it. Go down to the second one. I think I've uploaded all these. Oh, no. See, so if there's an arrow up, that means you can upload them. If there's a little figure, that means you've already uploaded it. You're good to go. Jason plays the cute dog alien. I like that. Someone already visited there. I like it. Anyway, so you could do it each individual. Like if I wanted to upload this, I can. So I can rename it whatever I want. We'll call this Spiky. And I've uploaded it and I got 3 nanites for it. You could do it manually one at a time, or if you don't care about renaming stuff, like if you don't care about the name, you can just upload all. Now be careful, it's gonna upload all the animals, all the plants, everything you've scanned, but it will not rename it. So it'll keep whatever default name it has. And you can't go back and change it. And then once they've done that, I got 156 nanites, which is good. But now I can't go back there and rename it. If I wanted to rename this thing, I can't. It is already named. So I can't do anything with it. So just be careful of that. So there's some good nanites here. So what we want to do, let's move some of this stuff out of our backpack into our ship inventory. That way I don't have to worry about it cluttering up my backpack. So what we want to do is we need to earn some nanites. So there are some ways to do that. If you find an abandoned building, there are eggs on the outside that you can farm. They're dangerous though, so they're protected by some aliens, some biological horrors. But you can also, like, as you're going along, you can just land on a planet, and if you find the damaged machinery, if you open it up, most likely it'll give you some nanites. It'll give you like 10 or 20, which is not a lot, but it adds up after a while. So if you're just running around on a planet, you can get a ton of nanites that way. Let me refill all my my gauges here. That way we're all good. So, I got a storm going on this desert planet. Wow. That's some loud stuff. All right. Let's look around. No buildings here. There's some animals. Let's scan them. Make some money. Make some nanites because we can upload them. We can also, if you want to, buried technology module. If you unbury these, you can use them to get blueprints for your base, but you can also refine them and you get a little bit of nanites for it. Wisdom of the Korvax. Oh, we haven't learned the Korvax stuff yet. The stone resonates, producing a sound that fills my mind. A vision begins to take shape. A robotic life form turns towards me. Light streams from their metal shell, forming a glowing fog that surrounds us both. They gesture towards me. Well, I'm going to accept the knowledge. The name Korvax floats in my vision, an echo of the strange vision I just experienced. A word in this alien tongue is seared into my brain. I learned the word for Korvax. I learned the Korvax word for Korvax. So these damaged machineries, they will give you, most of the time, they'll give you nanites. Every once in a while, you'll get like an item from there. You might get an upgrade too, which is really good. But I'd say 80% of the time, you're going to get nanites. And they should have some junk that is blocking the door from opening. Again, you can just delete that. And it opens up, and we'll see. We got nanites. So we got 31 nanites. It's pretty good. But let's unbury this technology here. This buried technology. Get it? Journey milestone. What do we get? Learning words? Yes, learning words. Look at this guy, this Gek. Look at this Gek. Look at him. He looks cool. That's pretty awesome. I like that guy. All right, so if you refine those machines, those damaged machines, let me show you. Salvage that data. Pop it in there. For each one, you get 15 nanites. Now, is that a lot? Absolutely not. It is not good. And to me, it's not a good conversion because you can also see that its total value is 208,000 units. So I can get 60 nanites for this stack, or I can get 200,000 units. The units is definitely where you want to go, right? You don't want to refine this. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You can if you need it, though. Like, if you're in a pinch and you really need nanites, you can totally just refine that thing and get some nanites if you need to. But I would suggest, there's other ways to do it, so I would suggest going the other route. Let me scan these. I mean, you get more nanites by scanning and uploading your discoveries, all the animals you scanned, all that kind of stuff. So why would you want to even destroy that when you could just do this? Scan some animals. Oh no, I didn't finish my scan. There you go. You get a little money as well. What is this? Oh, a curious deposit. Okay, so this is actually a really lucky find. You won't see this everywhere. But if you ever run across a curious deposit, these will give you runaway mold, which can refine down into nanites. You get a lot of nanites for it. Now, be careful, because these are like little balls that are barely connected to the ground. If you do it, you see how it just rolls away. A lot of times you'll find these on a mountain or on the side of a hill or something, and they'll just roll down the hill. So keep in mind, you have to, once you hit it, you just detach it from the ground. But you'll get a lot of runaway mold, and you can make a lot of nanites doing this. So pop these open. There should be more. Oh, yeah, there's some right where? Where's this thing at? Right there? Oh, it's right there. It's stuck inside the cactus. Okay. It looked kind of funky. There we go. I think that's all of it. Yep, we got all of it. So there's just 3 pieces there. Well, let's slap down our refiner. And if you put your runaway mold in there, we have 1,000. And if we want to refine it, it takes 5 runaway mold to make 1 nanite. So out of that 1,000, we're going to get 261. It was like 12 or 1,300 of runaway mold. We'll get 261. But look at that. It takes 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So it's going to take a little while to refine all that down. That's okay. As we're getting that, let's grab these. I don't know if you guys know, but these exploding plants right here, if you're too close, they will poison you. However, they have these little red nodules on them. You can actually grab them. They're called the gassy pods. If you grab them, it'll give you a little bit of oxygen. So you can actually get a whole bunch more oxygen from these plants. Like if I just shoot it and destroy the plant, I get 19 oxygen. But you saw, I grabbed a whole bunch of the oxygen from the little gassy pods, the little red knobs on them. So let me show you. 19 from a regular plant, right? What if I grab these on the outside first? I just grabbed 66 oxygen, and then we pop him and get another 19 or 20-ish. And so we got an additional 12 oxygen. That's why you want to, if you see these are my favorite way, this is my favorite way to get oxygen. These exploder plants, they give you a ton of oxygen if you pick them before you destroy them. It is awesome. Oh man, see, if you're too close, they poison you. And oxygen is really rare in No Man's Sky. You cannot buy it. I mean, well, I take that back. You can buy it if you put it on easy mode. If you play on normal or anything higher than that, it will not show up in the marketplace. You cannot buy it from a terminal. No one sells it to you. You have to find it out in the world. So it's really hard to come by. So when you can, definitely pick it up. We're almost there. Looking around for any more buildings. We probably need to fly around a little bit. We'll find an abandoned building. Because abandoned buildings are really good. Ooh, sorry, I'm stretching a little bit. It is a little bit late at night. I'm just doing this as a nice relaxation after a stream. And boom, done. So when your refiner is done, you can go in and you can pick it out if you want to. Or if you just pick up your refiner, it gives you everything in there. So I got my carbon, my nanite clusters, and the leftover runaway mold. So you don't have to go in and manually grab it. You can just pick up the refiner and it gives you everything out of the refiner as well. So runaway mold, it is junk, and you can't do anything with anything less than 5. You need at least 5 runaway mold in order to make 1 nanite. So I only have 2. I'm going to destroy it. It's just taking up room in my inventory. So that's why I'm just going to get rid of it. You can't really do anything with just 2 runaway mold. Oh yeah, wait a minute. We need to get our, we need to make our Atlas seed, right? But we need our chromatic metal. Thankfully, we have our copper right there. So, before we leave, because I'm on the ground anyway, might as well slap down my refiner. Let's make some chromatic metal out of the copper we have. So we'll take all the copper. Where are you at, copper? There you are. Put it in there, and we're gonna get, out of the 752 copper, we're gonna get 376 chromatic metal. But it's gonna take a while to cook, 2 minutes. So this is why I say personally, for me, the backpack refiner is the absolute best upgrade you can get in the game. Is it powerful? Not really. But the reason why it's great is because you're constantly refining things. You're constantly putting things in there to refine it to copper, or, you know, refine copper into chromatic metal, all that kind of stuff. So instead of having to stop every 5 minutes, put down a portable refiner, and then just refine it, you actually, there is a an upgrade for your backpack to get a refiner in your backpack. And I highly suggest get that thing. It is so worth it. It'll save you so much time because you can refine anywhere you want. It's in your backpack. So if you're flying through space, you can refine. If you're at the space anomaly, you're on a space station, and you need to refine something really fast, you can do it in your backpack refiner. The portable refiner is awesome, and you start out with that, but it is not the best version of that. Oh, let's get some condensed carbon. Refiner should be pretty close. That's probably what we need to do in the next episode. We're gonna have to get our portable refiner, or our backpack refiner. That should be enough to make our seed. So let's make our seed, our first seed, the captured nanode. Done. Easy enough, right? And so now if you go into your log, now we have the Atlas path, we have the Artemis storyline, and then we have the space anomaly. Every once in a while, you go back and you talk to Nada and tell him what's going on. As you're progressing through the story, you should head back and talk to Nada and ask him what he thinks of it, or maybe he has some help for you, things like that. But we're going to be doing the Atlas path. So I believe we're in the Atlas system, right? Yep, we are. So we can go right back to the Atlas interface right here. And there are different Atlas interfaces all throughout the galaxy, you guys. So you don't have to keep coming back to the same one. If you're just traveling along, like if you want to keep going towards the center of the galaxy, for instance, you will be able to just stop off and there's going to be a different Atlas station, an Atlas interface nearby. So I'm just happen to be in the same system. That's why I'm coming back here to talk with the Atlas and see what the heck is going on. Now that we've made our first Atlas seed, the captured nanode. And I'm going to put that in my my inventory for my ship. Make sure to... Oh, we don't have any warp cells. Oh, no! Oh, yeah, we didn't have any. Okay, so let's make some more. And there we are. I like how you have the blueprints. Everything's ready to go. All right, let's go talk with the Atlas, see what the heck is going on. And because I've already been here... Oh, wait a minute. Did it open it up again? Whoa. Did it reset them? Oh, no, it's just a weird visual bug. I was going to say, I've already been here, so they should be gone. It's a weird bug. Look at that. Boom. They should be gone. Yeah, see, they're all gone. I've already walked over them, but because there's a weird bug, I came back with a new Atlas seed. It just... you know, basically reset them. But not really. Will it let me have any more warp cells? Nope, see? I already emptied them up, but there's a weird visual bug, so they came back. Oh no, I can't even go back to this station, huh? They won't even let me? Oh, okay, nice. They changed that. So you cannot go back to the same station more than once. Wow, okay. Well, good to know. That's been changed. So it used to be you can go back to the same station if you'd like. Now you can't. Well, I mean, you can, but it's not going to matter because you can't use it. Do we have any nanites? Ooh, before we leave, we might get a hyperdrive upgrade. That way we can go a little farther. That way we don't have to jump multiple times. So let's go to the space station. We'll get our hyperdrive upgrade. And then, I think we're doing okay here. Moving, I move all the less important things, the things I don't need, out of my backpack and into my starship. Because the ship inventory basically is like my storage. If I need something, like if I know I'm going to use it constantly, then I'll keep it on my backpack. That way I know, okay, it's here. Like ammo. You want to always use ammo, so keep that in your backpack. But, you know, for like wiring loom, it's a really rare. You only do it with upgrades, and usually I do my upgrades in my ship. So that's why I did that. So before we go, let's get our upgrade for our hyperdrive. Hello, ship upgrade guy. And hyperdrive upgrade is 625 nanites, and we have 750, so we're good to go. Let's install that baby. And if you look at the upgrade, it says I can do an additional 232 light years, which is good. Extra 232 light years is amazing. But the best thing is warp cell efficiency is 100%. So basically it cut my fuel usage in half. Whereas every time I would jump, it would take 20% of my my fuel. Now it should only take 10. And then if you get another upgrade, it'll go down to 5. You go another upgrade, it'll go down to 2%. So that's why the S Plus upgrades are so good for your hyperdrive. Let's see where another Atlas interface is. Atlas station. So yeah, look at that. I can jump. There you go. See, that's how far I can go with one upgrade. That's crazy good. That is crazy good. And then as you get more and more, you can get up to 3 store-bought upgrades, but you also get blueprints. You can get like a blue star system upgrade, a green star, and we'll talk about that one later on when we get there. But there are store-bought upgrades, and then there are blueprints, basically upgrades that you can build to put in your ship. Let's talk to this Atlas interface. Now this is going to look different. The last one had the big red orb, right? So this one should look a little bit different. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it is a big red orb as well. Okay. Oh, no, it's not. It's a big black orb. Does it not have any, yeah, there's no red on that thing. It's like a black hole. Okay, that is a different one. Approach the Atlas interface and hear the words. Well, first, I'm going to try to learn something from all these nodes. Let's see. I am not learning anything. Man, this is terrible luck. Oh, I got one out of that one, thank God. Woo, Atlas word for the infinite. So again, each one of these just has a possibility of giving you, teaching you a word. It doesn't mean anything else. You know, oh, I learned another word there. Boom, beautiful. So there's not like a set number, or like you don't have to go in order or anything like that. I thought for a long time that there was a particular order, like you had to hit these in a special order to learn them all. No. They all just have a percentage chance of teaching you a word. And, you know, sometimes flip a coin, 25% chance. Sometimes you get really lucky and you hit all of them. Sometimes you don't get anything. You're like, oh, God, I didn't learn any words. So, the distortion from the Atlas. Remember, get our fuel out of there. Endless something something. The something something. The something ends. So we don't know all the words for the Atlas, so... Don't know anything yet. See, we can't read any of that. Another Atlas interface. How many of these constructs exist in the deep void? How long have they been slumbering, waiting for a traveler? Have they been expecting me? Am I somehow chosen? The Atlas crafted this existence. The Gek, the Viking, the Korvax. The stars that fill the skies and the hatred that burns within the deep. Every world that turns and every form that lives, the Atlas offers it all. Alright, we're going to consent. Where our milestones are high enough. I take the gift of knowledge, certain in my decision. All doubts are silenced. The stars await me. So now we have the englobed shade. I need pure ferrite and a captured nanode. We have that, so we're good to go on that. So every Atlas seed is going to need different materials to make. And this also is something you want to do later on when you've collected a lot of stuff. When you've explored some worlds and you've collected a lot of items. But we need a captured nanode. So now we have the englobed shade. It requires 1 nanode, 1 captured nanode, and 100 pure ferrite. We made it. We now have the englobed shade. So before we go too far into the Atlas station missions, I guess, let's, well, number one, let's check these planets. Let's see if there's anything good here. I'm always looking for a paradise planet. A shattered planet. That's a good one. That's a anomaly planet. This one is a high temperature planet. Oh, and they're behind the Atlas. So let's move over here. We have a charred planet. And then we have planets behind the charred planet. You can kind of see one on the edge, but on the radar, you can see there's 2, maybe even 3. Yeah, there might be 3 planets behind this big one that's just blocking our view. So, first things first, let's go to the space station. The planets are still not, you know, I'm not seeing any paradise planets, so I'm not, like, getting too excited here. But we can probably see what's going on here. Let's land on the trading space station. Get our fuel. And put that over here. Here we are. So here we are. Awesome, awesome. Let's check the stores, see if there's anything good here. I don't have any nanites. Never mind, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money. Well, I'm going to call it there. Hopefully you guys liked the episode. If you did, hit the like button for me. And I will see you in the next one. We're going to get back on track with the Artemis missions. We're going to go meet the contact that Apollo has for us to upgrade our base. So I will see you guys in the next episode.